Hi everybody, Kendall Hailstone here. This is my first video of my 90-day video challenge here at Entre Nation, and I decided to make this first video on advice that I would give to my 19-year-old self. And so here it goes. You cannot rely on your talent forever. If you decide to coast on your innate abilities without really focusing on growing and expanding and challenging yourself, then you are going to wind up living a mediocre life. And that's just plain and simple, man. And so focus on growth, focus on learning from your mistakes and from your failures, and you will have an amazing life, basically. So also take the time to get to know a person that you are considering being in a committed relationship with. Really take the time to get to know them very well before you jump into those relationships, because you have a tendency to jump in fairly quickly. You kind of wear your heart on your sleeve, and you are very open when it comes to love and to intimacy in relationships, but you kind of need to put the reins on that a little bit to really get to know the person first, because you can end up winding up in relationships that are unhealthy and are difficult for you to get out of. And so by putting in a little bit of extra effort on the front end, it's going to really help you out in the long term. See, you also have a tendency to try to save or change, I guess not necessarily change people, but to save people, and those people are attracted to you, and it can feel really tempting to have these people in your life because it feels good for you to feel needed and wanted in that way. But big caution to you, do not fall for the bait of wanting to save people, even though it may feel good that you are helping others. Ultimately, it's not going to be healthy for you, because you really just need to focus on taking care of yourself so that eventually you can be helping more people. But right now you're in a position where you're just at a critical point of growth and expansion and learning who you are. So really just focus and hone in on that and figure out what it is that you want to do in your life, so that you can really have the most impact as possible and eventually helping thousands and possibly even millions of people down the road. Start a habit of reading daily, 30 minutes a day at least, and this is really going to help you with your growth, and then also get into a habit of implementing the things, taking massive action on the things that you are learning, and this is going to help radically transform your life. I would recommend you start with the book Daring Greatly by Brene Brown, and also another book that you can read to start off is Mindset by Carol Dweck, and those things I think are going to give you a really good foundational mindset, emotional stability type of standpoint for you to build off of. Let's see. Also, organization is not your strong suit, so I highly recommend that you find somebody who is actually organized and allow them to teach you how to become organized, because that's really going to help benefit you and what you want to accomplish in your life and achieving your goals. And another thing, so start off your day by doing the hardest thing on your task list first. This video that I'm making today, I'd say is the most uncomfortable thing that I'm doing today, so I decided to do it first. I told my kids that I have a video to make, and it's probably the most uncomfortable, hardest thing that I'm going to do, so I'm going to do it first thing in the morning. Let's see. Embrace your failures, and don't allow your failures to define who you are. It's not the failure itself that defines you, it's how you respond to the failure that defines you. So do you get back up after falling down? Do you try to learn from your experience and implement new strategies to be more effective and go out and try again, so you can be successful the next time around? Are you persistent? Are you determined to succeed? And just realize that success only comes after failing multiple times, and that is because failure is your best teacher. So embrace failure as a teacher, not as defining your self-worth. And that's going to really help you out in your life and just essentially living an incredible life and accomplishing what you want to, man. And then lastly, don't waste your time going to college. You end up going to college and you don't really benefit a whole lot from it. Yes, it's part of your life experience and things like that, but as far as what you're wanting to accomplish in your life, I highly recommend that you just find somebody who has the lifestyle that you want and then just copy what they did. And that can be in multitude of different ways, and I want you to be able to find your own path, because one of the things that you learn the best from is from trial and error, which most people do. But if you can find somebody that has taken that path to where you want to go, it'll help eliminate some of the, I don't know, it'll help you get there faster, essentially, if you have someone to guide and help you along the way. So that is it for my advice for you, Kendall 19-year-old self. And thank you everybody for watching this, and we'll be making another video tomorrow. All right, thank you so much. Peace.